Control. Every man chasing something better believes this is the answer. More discipline, more structure, more effort. And to be fair, it works. The people who lock in harder than everyone around them do get further. That part is real. But there's a group nobody talks about. Ones who are the most serious, tracking everything, never missing, putting in more than the people around them who somehow keep growing faster, and the results still don't match. And if you've ever been that person, what I'm about to say is going to hit different. You know someone who started around the same time as you, maybe even after, and you've watched them build something real, and you actually know that you're putting in more. The math doesn't add up, so you do what makes sense. You tighten everything up, find what's missing, new system, stricter, no room for error. This time you've closed every hole, results come back, still not there, and something in you just drops. That moment after, where disappointment tips into something colder, that's where most people make the decision that costs them everything. They decide the answer is more effort, more control. If it's not working, I just haven't done enough. So they rebuild, harder, more locked in, not because they're weak, because they care more than almost anyone around them. But that decision, that's exactly where it starts going wrong. There's a researcher named Sian Beilock. She spent over a decade studying why skilled people fall apart under pressure, not beginners, people who have already put in the years. What she found had nothing to do with nerves or talent. It was the watching. The more you consciously monitor what you're doing mid-performance, checking it, measuring it, making sure it's going right, the worse you perform. Not slightly worse, significantly worse. 1997 NBA Finals, Game 5, Jordan running a 103 fever, barely standing before tip-off. Played 44 minutes, scored 38 points, hit the winner with 25 seconds left. Someone asked him how. He said he stopped thinking about how he felt and just played. That's not motivation, that's the mechanism. And Beilock proved it in a lab. She took expert golfers, people who had played for years, and told them to closely monitor every move while they putted. Watch everything, stay conscious of each step. They fell apart, performed like they'd never picked up a club. The skill was there, the years were there. The moment they started watching themselves do it, it collapsed. Now think about the person watching someone else grow faster than them. That feeling doesn't make them work harder in a clean way. It makes them watch themselves work. Every session becomes a measurement. Every result becomes proof of something they're scared is true. And that watching, that constant measuring, is doing exactly what Beilock documented, pulling everything they've built back to the surface, back to where it can't run the way it's supposed to. The effort was never the problem. The grip around the effort was. Months of that, and something specific happens. The thing you started because you genuinely wanted it starts to feel like a test you keep failing. You stop feeling the work, you just manage it, and slowly the version of you that was actually getting good at this gets quieter. Not because you quit, because you kept interrupting it before it could show you what it had become. You weren't falling behind because you weren't trying hard enough. You were falling behind because every session was carrying the weight of, is this finally going to be enough? And nothing performs under that weight. Not your body, not your skill, nothing. The person who started after you and pulled ahead, they're not more talented. They just found a way to be inside the work without constantly judging it from the outside. That's the only difference. And once you actually see that, not as advice but as the real reason, the grip loosens on its own. The work doesn't go away. The discipline doesn't go away. But the constant measuring and checking mid-performance, you can put that down, because now you know it was never helping. It was the thing in the way. Next session, just do the work. Don't check if it's going well. Don't measure it against what you expected. Just let what you've built run. It was always working. You just kept getting in front of it.